Hi everyone. So after 9 days of printing, of just stencils, I decided I needed a break, and I called it a sort of a palette cleanser visually. So I just decided to print up a variety of backgrounds. I'm still working on the 8x10 plate, and I was just using whatever uh, colors I had on hand that were close to me. I really didn't curate the colors or pick specific colors. I just wanted to have colors that I liked and that I knew I would want to print over. So I did some neutrals, I did some brights, I did a little bit of everything. So I'm using two different size brayers on the plate. I have the 6-inch one and the 4-inch one. And I'm just using them to mix the colors directly on the plate. All of the paints, again, are Liquitex and Amsterdam and probably Blick Studio. I don't think there's anything other than those in there. And some of the prints came out fabulous. Some of them, like that last one that was a cleaning print, I decided to print over. But they really came out beautiful. And, I have about, I want to say maybe 40, almost 50 sheets that I printed with color. And some of them came out very beautiful, and I would keep them just as is. I'm not sure if I would print over them, but my goal of actually making the backgrounds was to have something to print over. If you've watched any of the other videos that I've done in this whole process, you'll see that I usually print the background first, unless I specifically want to have the white in there. There's that beautiful color. That greenish blue by Amsterdam is definitely one of my new favorites. I just did an order, and I got more of that because I've been using it a lot. It comes out so beautiful. It's like a dark teal color. Um, so I just kind of randomly went. I didn't clean off my brayers really much in between them, or I didn't clean off the plate either. But you'll see as some of them, as I pull some of the prints, they have definitely a landscape quality to them. There is an artist I've seen on Facebook, I think they're in this group, where they do these beautiful sort of brayered landscapes, and that's definitely something that I want to try. In the paint order that I just made, I ordered some smaller brayers, like the 1.5 inch and the 2.5 inch versions of the brayer I'm using. So hopefully I'll get those within the next week or two, and I can start working on some of those landscapes. I said in one of my earlier videos, I made a list of all the things I wanted to try. So backgrounds was definitely on that list. And I'll probably experiment with a couple of different types of paint too. These are all tube paints. Again, Amsterdam Liquitex Basics and some Blick Studio paints. But I also have Dilutions paints. That's actually what I'm going to use next, because they're really bright and really beautiful. Some of these colors are, bright. Some of them are muted. Some of them are neutrals. But you'll see they come out really gorgeous. But I'm looking forward to experimenting with some different types of paint and also some craft paint as well. I have the Blick matte acrylics, which is their like inexpensive little bottles of paint that look like the craft paints. And then I also have a variety of craft paints, from my local Michaels, that I'll use as well. I made a list of everything I want to try during this 30 days, and I've kind of been going through and checking things off my list. So backgrounds was definitely one of them, but I'm going to do some more backgrounds, like I said, with other paints. But I am going to use some of these after I went through at the end and sort of looked at what I had. I made two separate piles. I have a tendency to do that with my work. To start with, I sort of curate out what I want to use as printing, that I'll print over, and then things that I might want to use that are like standalones that I would leave as is. And there's definitely some of the prints in here that I would leave as is or try and work a little bit back into to get more of that landscapey kind of feel. But I really love the way some of these came out. And again, just mixing on the plate itself and not really kind of cleaning off anything in between. So you get little bits and pieces of stuff from prior prints left in there. And yeah, so I'm going to put at the end of this just some of my own favorites of the ones I printed out. I picked about 7 or 8 of them. And then I have the little 9-patch collages that have all the different colors in them. I didn't film a lot On the night I was doing this. I only filmed about 20 minutes of it. Like I said in the beginning, I give myself an hour of printing or a stack of paper, whichever runs out first. But here are some of my favorites. That blue, grayish blue came out really beautiful. The purples, this one I love. I don't even want to touch this one. It's so beautiful. This color combination is a lot of fun. Very sort of tropical. This one really, again, gorgeous, gorgeous. I love the way it came out. And this yellow one is beautiful too. I'm keeping that one as is. Um, some of the darker ones, I did a whole series of the purple ones. This one too is another keeper. Not getting rid of that one, not printing over it. And definitely not printing over this one either. Look at the grunge at the bottom, just gorgeous. And here's some of the tiles. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. And we're moving on to day 11, which is going to be all sort of neutral colors. So thanks for watching.